Okay, let's talk about it. The massive question that's on everybody's mind right now: was the 2026 ICSE Maths paper actually leaked? Today, we're going to cut through all the rumors and get straight to the facts. Seriously, just think about it for a second. Imagine all those months of prep, all those sleepless nights, only to find out that the system you put all your trust into might have completely failed. That's the exact feeling we're digging into today. And look, this quote from a student on Reddit, it just hits the nail on the head, right? It perfectly captures the feeling. This isn't just about an exam anymore. It's about feeling like all that honest effort might have been for nothing.
All right, so let's break this down. What's the rumor? What's the one allegation that is completely blown up and sent a shockwave through the entire ICSE community?
Okay, this timeline is absolutely crucial. On March 1st, at 1:33 in the afternoon, a question gets posted on a website called Filo. The next day, March 2nd, the exam starts. It's only after the exam that students find this post and, boom, outrage. The key here is that post time. It's nearly a whole day before the exam even started.
And I really want to be crystal clear about this. We're not talking about a similar question. We're not talking about something that's kinda like what was on the paper. The claim is that an exact, identical question, same numbers, same phrasing, the whole shebang, was on that website a day early.
So you can probably guess what happened next, right? The moment students saw this, social media just exploded. This went from being some weird website thing to something really personal and emotional for, well, pretty much everyone.
Listen to this. If this is true, then what was the point of all our hard work? That right there, that's the feeling. It's this deep sense of betrayal, you know? You trust the system, your parents trust the system, and then something like this happens, and it feels like honesty itself just got cheated.
And here's the other side of it. This comment is so relatable. It's so annoying that an exam can't be fair. Honestly, I don't want to go through this again. You're mad, you're frustrated. But at the same time, the thought of having to study for and sit that exam all over again? No thank you. So, the whole student community is kind of divided. You've got one group demanding a full investigation, another group just wants whoever leaked it to be punished, and then there's a whole lot of people saying, please no re-exam. But the one thing everyone seems to agree on is that CISCE has to make sure this can never happen again.
Okay, so this leads us to the big million-dollar question. Was this a real leak? Or was it just some weird website glitch? Let's play detective and dive into the digital evidence. And honestly, you can see why people are arguing. The leak team has some pretty solid points, like timestamps and even a serial number from the paper. But the glitch team also has good counterarguments, like the website being buggy and other ways the image could have been posted.
So for those who are convinced it's a leak, this is their Exhibit A. The Filo webpage itself says, plain as day, updated on March 1, 2026. And for the tech-savvy folks who dug into the website's code, they found the date created was also March 1st. Kind of hard to argue with that, right?
Well, hold on. Here's the counter-argument. People started digging around on Filo and found that a bunch of other new questions also had wrong dates. This makes it seem like maybe, just maybe, the whole website's date system is bugged out and can't be trusted.
So here's the other theory. What if somebody got the paper after the exam was over, snapped a picture of it, and then uploaded it to Filo? And then the website's glitch just slapped the wrong date on it. It's a totally different story, but it could explain how we got here.
Okay, with all this back and forth, what does the board itself actually say about cheating? Let's take a look at the official CISCE rulebook. What are the consequences?
So the official lingo for this is use of unfair means. It's a really broad term that covers, everything from bringing in notes to getting help. And yeah, it definitely includes getting your hands on the question paper before the exam. And believe me, the penalties are no joke. And when I say they're no joke, I mean it. Check this out. The official regulation says that if you're caught, they can cancel your results for the entire examination, not just maths, everything. That's a huge deal.
And it doesn't stop there. The potential consequences are pretty intense. They can take away your answer sheet, kick you out of the exam hall, cancel your result in that one subject, or, like we said, cancel all your results. They can even bar you from taking any exams in the future. So yeah, they take this stuff very seriously.
All right, so that's the mess we're in. What happens next? Well, to figure out what the board might do now, sometimes the best thing to do is look at what they've done before.
And that brings us to the big one, right? The question every single student is asking. Are you going to have to do a re-exam? If we look at history, the answer is Probably not. See, a similar thing happened back in 2015. There was a big leak allegation, but CISC did not make everyone retake the exam. Instead, they put together a special committee to investigate where the leak came from.
So what does that tell us? It suggests that the board's main focus is usually on finding the root of the problem, plugging the hole in the system, instead of making thousands of honest students suffer through a retest because of one person's actions.
So for right now, the most important thing you can do is try to stay calm and focus on your other exams. Any real news, any official updates are only going to come from the Council's website. We've put the link, cscio.org, down in the description for you so you can go straight to the source and avoid all the rumors flying around.
And that really leaves us with one final big question to think about. Whether this was a real leak or just a crazy glitch, the whole thing has shaken everyone's trust. So it makes you wonder, when the system feels broken, how do we even measure a student's hard work anymore? It's a tough one. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.